Tanisha mentioned she was HD. Tell us what HD stands for, Tanisha.
Happily divorced. That's what it is.
Did you go through a period that was not HD? Maybe SD, sorely divorced.
Yes, absolutely. I think at the beginning. So yeah, absolutely. I went through different phases.
Talking about relationships, seeing that you're the most newly married person on this.
Well, I think that's a very broad question. Being that I'm newly married, I can speak from a learning standpoint, and from a learning standpoint, staying together.
Being that you've been married as a newlywed, was obeying your vows.
I wasn't looking for somebody to boss around. I ain't need no employee or a slave or an underling. I want a life partner.
You just heard all this mushy talk about I don't want to boss anybody around. How do you feel about the marriage vows?
They don't give you the vows beforehand. They expect you to know them. But I think many men probably have heard that their wife going to obey. But that first day, I think something happens in the water that make them change their mind.
People who still believe the man has to make more money, even if it's 1 penny more, they got to make more money than the female.
Cause a lot of issues. So yeah, I'm with you, but it definitely used to be a thing of the past, no doubt about it. And they said that actually accounts for why a significant number of women who are professional women are single.
We're talking about relationship, financial parts of relationships, and vows as we started off. And I'll throw this to Justin and then to Tia. As far as your significant other or spouse getting along with your family, how important is that if your spouse does not get along with your family?
I think most guys do a great job in the vetting process. You just ain't bringing anybody home to meet mama.
Being a daddy's girl, is it okay for you to say so?
I would say it might be okay from my side, but is it okay from the man of the house? And my dad is
man of the house.
So I might think it's perfectly fine.
A couple together today, then they in love with somebody else next week. Is that just a new way of social media, or has that always been going on?
I believe in the old school ways, but at the same time, I don't want to glamorize it like it was something.
Just to be in your company and try to ease that back down. The problem with social media is you can't ease that back down.
People looking for social media relationships instead of just personal relationships.
You don't realize we lost $8,700 in the first 3 months that we knew each other. You continue to keep me on.
And wherever is good for you, you need to meet somebody else that's right there with you.
You are quoting Iceberg Slim the Pimp, right?
Yes, sir. The novel was called Pimp.
The inbox for high definition and let them know that you won't show to be a part of this thing long term.
I just think a little bit about how my parents would deal in the social media era